Hi, I'm Dr. Bhargav Raut from Pathofast Lab in Pune, and I'm going to tell you which blood tests you can do to check for PCOS, which is also called Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. This is a syndrome in which women, adult women, develop excess hair on their face, above their lip, below their chin, also all over their body. They also gain weight and they have a lot of irregular cycles. This almost always leads to some form of infertility, and there are various blood tests that we do to check for this condition. So we are going to actually look for three types of tests. The first and most important ones are tests which look for levels of androgens or male hormones in your blood. Normally male hormones are present in very low levels in the blood of a woman, an adult woman, but they are present. But in PCOS, their level rises a lot. So the test that we do, the blood test that we do to check for male hormones, there are two tests. One is called the total testosterone test and the other is called the DHEAS test. I've made videos on both of these. I've linked to them. You can check those videos to know more about these hormones, but these two tests are done to check for male hormones. If their values are above normal, it goes in favor of PCOS. The next two tests that we do are to check for your fertility hormones themselves. There are two of these hormones. These include the luteinizing hormone and the FSH or follicle stimulating hormone. Both these hormones are important to regulate your cycle. The FSH is responsible to actually cause the eggs in your ovaries to grow, and the LH is responsible to release the egg in each of your cycles. Any problem with the levels of these hormones will also go in favor of PCOS. For example, the ratio of LH to FSH is very important, and if this ratio gets disturbed, it goes in favor of PCOS. And lastly, we also check whether you're showing signs of improper sugar control. So normally the sugar in the body is controlled and it stays within a certain range, but in women who have PCOS, the sugar control is also disturbed. You might have high sugar, which is a sign of insulin resistance, which is another thing completely. But what you need to know is that a sugar above normal is another thing that is found very commonly in women who have PCOS. So we do these three groups of tests. They're all blood tests. You can just provide one blood sample and all these tests will be done, all 6 of them. It's important to note that you should provide the sample on the day 3 of your menstrual cycle. Now, how do you measure this? So the first day of your menstrual cycle is the first full day of bleeding that you have. That's from where we start counting. That's day 1. So you go from day 1, day 2, and the third day of the cycle. That's when you should provide this blood sample. This is how we evaluate PCOS by means of simple blood tests.